tag of the day. This one is hashtag behind my magic VR to Redwood Rain. From what I understand, she's a newer channel, but I looked at some of her videos yesterday and she's really informative. She seems like a real nice girl, so go check her channel out. And let's get started. Alright, number 1. Are you pagan, witch, Wiccan, or other? I consider myself a gray witch. I balance both of the light and the darkness. Lately, my path has taken me to the left-hand path. Wait, that's left. Left-hand path. Pretend that didn't happen. And a lot of people on the left-hand path call themselves magicians, but I mean, I consider myself a gray witch. So, yeah. Number 2, do you have a patron god or goddess? Yes. Hecate, or Hecate, however you pronounce it. But I say Hecate. Yep, she is amazing. Wonderful goddess. Number 3, favorite tool for divination? My tarot cards and my pendulums. Definitely. Pendulum. All right, number 4, do you have or have ever had a familiar? Yes. A lot of them were cats. And my baby Sydney, I had to leave in New York with my sister. I still feel him daily and strongly. But yeah, I've always had a really strong connection with cats. But my last one we'll talk about, Sid Vicious. He was a beautiful black cat. I have a video of him somewhere in my list. But I remember realizing he was my familiar when every time I would get ready to go do a spell or go to my altar or anything like that, he would swoop right in and be sitting there every single time. Way too much to be considered a coincidence. And then I had done a spell for a thought form I created in a spirit. And it didn't harm him in any way, but yes, I would use that spirit to merge with him to help me out in things that I needed. One of them was our neighbors were horribly bad people, and I asked Sydney to watch the house. And he was really good at that and would alert you if anyone was by the door. So Sid was amazing, and I miss him dearly. Trying not to cry. Number 5, do you believe in reincarnation? Yes, I do. I've lived a few times, and I've done a lot of past life work, regression, hypnosis, meditation, and readings, dream work on it. I've studied this intensely and with myself as well. So yeah, maybe sometime I'll do a video on my past lives. All right, number 6. Do you have a witch's name? If so, what is it? Yes, I do. My witch's name is Ravensclaw. All right. What element do you work with most is number 7. Water is my element, and I do work with water a lot. But also I work with fire equally as much. Both of those elements are very important and close to me. Number 8, what got you interested in witchcraft? Well, I seen my grandmother, and then my father's side being native, doing things, when I was young. And that probably sparked my first interest. But then, when I was real little, 10, 11, 12, round in there, I was looking into other religions. Like, I went and participated at Kingdom Halls of Jehovah Witnesses. I went to Christian churches, Baptist, Pentecostal. I went to Catholic. And none of these would fulfill me. Um, None of these were real to me. Yeah, it was just a big nuh-uh. So I started watching my grandmother a lot, probably about the age of 13, 14-ish, and looking into these things. And one day I was just like, hey, I gotta know what this is. I gotta explore this. I gotta be this. So I did it. Yep. All right. Number 9. Ever used a Ouija board? Yep. I believe that question was on the last tag. I did. A few times. And still would. Number 10. Would you teach witchcraft to your children? Why, of course. Both their biological father and I are witches. He's more of a left-hand path magician. And my oldest son and my second oldest, I mean, they're all interested. They all learn, according to their age, what I teach them. But yes, I am teaching them. And I'm anxious to know what their path is going to be and what they're going to learn and do with it. I really want to see them progress and use magic in life to progress and take the life that they want. I think starting young and being educated about it, imagine what they can do by the time they're my age. All the years it took to get here and the knowledge, they're going to have that sooner if they have the right guide or mentor or teacher. Now, on a previous video I did, someone saw my son in the video with me, and they're like, oh my God, is that your son? Like, he should not be listening to this. And, I thought that was ridiculous, because who better to learn from than me? So, yeah, I believe if children want it, teach them, educate them, just like anything else. Number 11, do you or have you had a mentor or teacher? Sorry about that notification. Not now, I don't. I believe we all learn from each other. So in that way, I have a teacher. Now, when I was young and first started my path, my grandmother. Number 12, how do you reconnect when you feel out of touch with your practice or yourself? I take a step back from magic and I meditate and go for walks, be surrounded by nature, and just try to do a lot of soul searching. I just went through this for like the 50 millionth time and realized there's a big shift. This was around Samhain, of course, and it lasted, gosh, over a month. Just so anxious, had, a lot of disconnect feeling. But that's what I kind of did. I took a step back, reevaluated things, and now I'm being led down another path. So sometimes it's important to step back and reevaluate and soul search. 13. Do you have a dream journal? I do have a dream journal. Yes. It's aside from my book of shadows, because all my dreams I like to write down and interpret. But yeah, I have quite a few of them actually. 14. Something witchy you want currently. I would love my tools, from America, but that probably ain't gonna happen today. There is a circle cloth that EA Quitting sells. It's supposed to be spelled when you buy it to help you with your rituals. That would be something I want right now. Alright, number 15. Do you think it is important to know the history of paganism and witchcraft? Yes, I do. I do feel it is relevant and important to know the history if you're going to be a witch. 1. History can repeat itself. I see the signs of it every day. Of course, whether we go back to the burning times or not, I don't know, but I do see a lot of religious stigma, dogma from that side. You know, hell, it was just on the news the other day that witches over here sacrificed a sheep and left symbols all over a church. And I looked it up, and do you know how many church attacks by witches there have been in the past couple months? I find it propaganda and bullshit to still install fear because of the rise we've seen of witchcraft since 2016. So not only that, but we can learn something from our ancestors that can help us in our practice or our path as well. Folk magic, how would we know how to work with certain things or do certain things without knowing any of that? Yeah, history can be good, guys. I always recommend to newer witches to research the history. 16. Do you think witchcraft has improved your life? Dramatically. Dramatically. Not only did it help me when I was lost in addiction, help me with stress, with anxiety, with my depression. Yes, I still go through it, but I can always call on things to help me. And not only that, but you learn to work with energy. You learn to work with things and realize you can do certain things to kind of twist reality to how you want it. So yes, it has improved my life. 17. Do you believe in fantasy creatures? Why, yes, I do. I've said it before and I'll say it now. I believe in all mythical creatures. I don't believe that they're just something someone made up. I mean, there's truth in every myth and legend. So, 18. How have you created your path? How is it unique? You know something? I don't know if I've created my path, to be honest with you. When I first started, I went in with a native sense. Now, I've never lost the native side to me. But the other side, you know, I started as Wiccan. Then I went, and after more research and study on that, I went over to just a witch, eclectic. Then from there to a gray witch. Been a gray witch for quite some time now. And now it's changing again, more toward the left hand. Unique? Yes. I think every one of us individually are unique, especially in our path work. But created it? No. Now I've created things in my life. I have created things in the spiritual realm and in the astral realm. But did I create my path? No. I think it was chosen for me, kind of in my cards. And I'm following it. Isn't that funny? Just like in woods, we never know who creates those paths, but we walk them and follow them, don't we? All right. Number 19, most magical place you've ever been. Probably Ireland. Besides the woods, yes, Ireland. You know, you walk by people's houses, they have fairy gardens, spirit stuff. They just, so many traditions, and just the land itself seems magical. And a lot of the history, a lot of places you can see, it's just a magical place to be surrounded by. Now, if I hadn't seen Ireland, I'd just say simply the woods. Number 20, favorite color and why? Neon green and black, and then purple. Yeah, neon green just because I'm attracted to it. Black because it's good for everything. And purple because to me, I feel like it represents spirit. So yeah. 21, do you wear pagan jewelry in public? Yes, bitch, I do. All right. And sorry about my ear, guys. I had a little allergic reaction to this hair dye. It's taken forever to heal. I feel horrible. Anyway, number 22 and the last question. Favorite thing about being a witch? Feeling powerful, feeling magical, and feeling knowledgeable. Knowing things that just the other person doesn't, that doesn't practice. To me, that's pretty cool, you know, and it doesn't matter if someone judges it or not who doesn't practice, because I know, you know, how are you gonna know unless you do it, unless you walk my path? To me, they're people that haven't ascended yet as high as we have, and to continue to ascend is my goal, to the highest form I can possibly be, until I am my own goddess. Alright guys, that concludes our other witch tag for today. Much love.